One of the least talked about ego trap is victimhood. The thought of us being victims to our situations, our circumstances, is immensely comforting to the mind. And if you ask me what is victimhood, the way I define it, it is a state of mind or a mindset where we think that everyone has wronged me. Everyone is out there to get me. There's injustice happening all around me in every situation, in every circumstances. It is a feeling of I am right and everyone else is wrong. These thoughts fill up our entire mind space and not make us feel understood. They don't allow us to connect deeply with our own selves or with people around us. They bring in isolation. It's a perpetual cycle of thoughts where we feel stuck. And it's soothing to have these thoughts. And that's why I say that feeling like a victim could be as big as addiction. It's another form of addiction to these thoughts. I don't know about you, but I was that person. Anytime conflict came up, I still run away. And during conflicts, I spend most of my time harboring these tiny programs of thoughts that ran in the back of my mind saying that I am right and everyone is wrong. This programming helped me to feel safe for the time being, but it surrounded me with a ton of isolation. And over time, I felt stuck in these thoughts, just like a prisoner in a castle of these mind-generated chatter. Now, if you ask me, what can we do about it? When I feel stuck with my victimhood thoughts, I try to remember that everyone perceives situations differently based on the level of awareness they are on right now. And it doesn't mean that their perception or your perception is any better than theirs. It simply means that we're just seeing things differently. We're going to act based on them differently. And plus, there is more than one correct answer. There's more than one way of living. And their perceptions are perfect in their own way, just as ours are. And the acceptance of this thought is a real game changer in bringing forgiveness out for others for their actions. One of the sole purposes that we all have is to learn how to love unconditionally. As human beings, we feel more alive when we connect with our hearts with others, when we experience trust and understanding in our relationships. Whenever conflict comes up, just to remind ourselves that it is universe's way of nudging us to open our hearts more. How people work and resolve conflicts together is a beautiful process of coming together. It's a mind-blowing way for us to grow and drop into the depths of our own hearts. It expands our ability to love, not the checklist type of love, mind you, but the love that emerges from the depths of our open hearts, that lies in the acceptance of everybody just as they are, and accepting our own self for who we are. Our imperfections are perfections. Everything is accepted. The more we resolve conflicts, the easier it will be get to practicing unconditional love over time. And similarly, our circumstances carry beautiful lessons for us to learn and grow from. Each one of our challenging situations is strategically designed, put in place in a masterful way for our expansion to happen. The ultimate purpose of our human life is to rise above our mind's biological response and to be in this state of gratitude and joy, unaffected by our circumstances. Our purpose is to simply bring ourselves to the acceptance of our situations. So next time, when you find yourself surrounded by these thoughts of victimhood, simply ask yourself, What is my part in this conflict? Where am I judging myself or others around me for what they have done or what I have done? And what's standing in the way of me fully opening up with my heart in a fully loving way? And today, what is that one thing I can do to move forward towards harmony and peace? And based on my own experience, I can tell that running away from conflict is not a solution. Thank you.